Have you ever wondered why you started creating content, you started putting out a bunch of videos, and it's just not getting the attraction that you want? Well, the reason is because you're not building your brand in the right way. You're not creating content in the right way. So that's what this video is about, is these are all the reasons why your personal brand isn't attracting the clients that you want. So the number one reason why you're not attracting the right clients that you want is because you're not creating the right type of content. You're creating the wrong content, which attracts the wrong type of people. You're focused on getting views, the number of views that you get, rather than focusing on the number of clients that you're gonna get, which means you're creating content to get a bunch of views and a bunch of attraction, but you're not creating content to get people that are gonna buy from you, people that you can sell to. And that's the main key with our businesses. What we wanna do is we only wanna attract people that wanna buy from us. We don't wanna attract people that find our stuff as entertainment and then they just watch our videos for the day and then they just get rid of us. We want people that are actually tuned in. We wanna entertain them, but we also want to give them value so that they can improve something in their life. Whatever you're teaching them, they're going to be able to take that with them and apply it to their own life. Figuring out what type of content you're going to create is very key in this situation, because we want to create content that people can actually build value upon, which means they're getting value from us and then they're gonna pay us. That's how we make money. So like, we're not just creating content to go viral, be flashy, get views, because that's not the right type of content. That's never gonna help your brand grow. So I see a lot of people on the internet creating a bunch of videos. They'll make a bunch of Instagram reels, create a bunch of YouTube videos, but they're not really talking about nothing. Like, there's no value that they're giving. There's no point to them turning on the camera and speaking. It's just useless stuff. Whether that's them just streaming, talking about a bunch of BS that isn't really relevant to anybody else. It's just entertainment. I mean, nobody's really getting value out of that. All you're doing is you're actually hurting people in that case. You're actually making people dumber by watching your content. If you know something that the world doesn't know, that other people don't know, and you're holding it back from telling them, but you're just on the internet just being a clown and creating useless content, you being stupid, comedy, or just a clickbait title that has nothing to do with the video and it's just you rambling, then you're not adding value to the world. You're just basically cutting yourself short, and you're basically robbing other people of the value that you could be giving them. Creating a personal brand is about giving value and receiving value back from other people. It's not about just sucking all the attention out from other people and taking their value and using it for your own personal gain. No, it's an even value exchange. So I give you something that you don't understand and you give me money in return. So we both gain from it. One of the biggest things that I see that people have troubles with building their brand is because they're not consistent. When you're not consistent, that means you're putting out a video every once in a while. You create a YouTube video and you put out one video a month and you expect to get results off of that. That's just not realistic, especially when you're first starting out. You have to stay consistent. You have to put out multiple videos a week, and you have to be, let's say if you're doing Instagram reels, for example, you want to try to put out at least 3 to 5 pieces of content every week, especially when you're first growing, because the first priority is to gain client. Like, you want to gain attention. You want to gain attention and you want people to figure out who you are. And the only way to do that is by creating a bunch of content. So where you're consistent, some of that content is going to hit new people every time you create it, as well as your existing followers. So you're simultaneously building up the trust of your existing followers, as well as you're gaining new followers on the way. And a lot of people see these big like creators and influencers and stuff like that, and they release like one piece of content every week, and that's great because they did all the work in the first place to get to where they're at. They didn't start out creating one piece of content and they just blew up all of a sudden. No, these dudes literally grinded it out every single day, posting every day, posting 3 times on YouTube a week, 2 to 3 times on YouTube, posting reels every day. And that's how they got to where they're at. But now that their audience is so big and that their influence is so big, like, all they have to do is create 1 or 2 pieces of content every week. And that's gonna be way more powerful than them even creating 5 pieces of content a week. It's because now they go off of quality over quantity. So when you're at a certain point point with your brand, it's all about quality. You can create one video, one piece of content that's going to get you tons of sales, tons of followers, tons of subscribers off of one video, one piece of content, compared to when you first start out, you got to put out a bunch of content. So it's different. It's like once you get to a certain point, it's quality over quantity. But at this point, you need to have quality and quantity. Your stuff doesn't have to be professional. It doesn't have to, you don't have to have the most high-tech gear, the most expensive camera, the most expensive setup. You can literally do this stuff off of your phone camera. Like I'm literally doing this off of my phone camera right now, but it's about what you're saying. The quality is in what you're saying, what the video is about. So you use that quality along with quantity. You want to put out multiple pieces of content every week so that you can grow your channel, you can grow your page, and you'll have a bunch of content that's just sitting there. And that's when people find you. This is what happens when people find you and they go back and they just like binge watch all your stuff because you've already done the work. And that's how people blow up. That's how they grow. Most of the time when people buy from you, they find one of your newer videos and they don't just watch that newer video. They don't just stop at that. They literally, if they're interested in what you're saying, they're like, hey, this guy's actually speaking facts about something. So then they go back through all your content. They start watching all your videos. When they see that, they go back to all your videos, right? And they see that in every single video, you're giving out the same type of advice, like the same tips and stuff like that. It starts to click for them. When it starts to click, they're like, hey, I understand this person's mechanism. I understand what they're trying to sell me. I understand how they're going to take me from this point to this point. So how do I work with them? It's that simple. They go back and they binge watch all your stuff. It's not like they just discover you. It's very rare that they just gonna discover you, click on one of your videos, watch your content, and right away, hey, I want to book in a call with this guy, or hey, I want to buy from this guy. Let me message him. Let me send him a DM. It's not like that. It takes time for people to warm up to who you are, and that's what building a personal brand is all about. It's about them learning who you are as a person first, and then learning about how you can help them as well. And a lot of people get that wrong. Like they just think that they can just create one piece of content, and just because it is valuable, they think that people are going to automatically buy from them just because they think they're spitting facts. Like, no, people got to warm up to you. You got to consistently prove yourself and prove that you understand what you're talking about and show people that you can get them results. It's not as simple as you just making one YouTube video, a 20-minute video, hey, I did my work for the month, and then you just chill. It's not like that. It's never a chill, like you never get a chill. It's never a chill time. You just stay consistent. And over time, all your work stacks up. It just piles up on each other and your results just stack up. Like it's basically just a snowball. The snowball effect is, let's say like you create a little snowball, you throw it down a hill, in like a snowy mountain. It's gonna roll down that hill and keep growing. It's going to just pile up more snow and get bigger. That's why it's called the snowball effect. You create one piece of content that's very valuable, then you create another valuable piece of content. All that content that you've grown, that's your snowball. So it's literally, people don't understand this concept. They think that they can just try to create one Instagram reel every day for a week. Okay, so you did 7 Instagram reels. It had good value, right? But I didn't get any followers. I didn't get any views. Nobody commented, nobody DM'd to work with me. And then they just give up. Like, really? You really think that there's dudes on the internet that started their, like, I don't know, people these days, like everybody has TikTok brain. It's like crazy. So like if you just stay consistent, you're gonna beat 99% of the other people out there. I'll say like 95%. There's like 95% of people that have TikTok brain and they just don't even want to try hard. They don't even have the mentality to want to even work hard. They don't have the will to win. But the 5% that do, which you're gonna be a part of, the only thing they had that was different from everybody else, they just had a will to win. They stayed consistent. All you have to do is stay consistent. If you literally make a video about, I can make a video about how to drink water. I can make a video about how to drink water. My whole brand could be on how to drink water, the different types of water, testing different types of water, flavored water, tap water, I don't know, bottled water. If I talk about that for like 5 straight years, if I'm just creating content, I'm gonna sell some water. I'm telling you that. Like, people, it's literally, your brand is that powerful. Your brand is what sells everything. You as yourself, your brand is what sells everything. If I'm an expert in water and people see that I've been talking about water for 5 years, I'm gonna sell some damn water. It's that simple. But people don't see that. They think that, oh, I'm gonna talk about how to make money for a week. I'm gonna make 7 Instagram reels and see what happens. So they make the 7 reels and nothing happens. And then it's like, oh, this doesn't work. Nobody can make money online. That's the stuff that you see online is just not realistic. Like nobody's making 10K per month. This is why it's rare for people to be making money on like big time money like that, 10K plus a month online. It's because the majority of the time, either people don't start or they just quit too early. Like it's that simple. Like I literally on my first, like YouTube is so powerful that literally I had 5 videos, like my first 5 videos that I had out, I literally had people already booking in calls off of that. Off of my bum ass phone, the front camera was just like trash and on my phone, and I literally was like booking appointments, just starting out. This was before I even knew about like building a personal brand. I had just started building my brand, and you're already getting attention. So imagine what you could do with like 1,000 subscribers. Like all your subscribers are literally bought into you. So imagine what you could do with that. People don't look at that. They look at, oh, I only have like 10 subscribers and it's gonna take me years to get to this amount. Like I need to have 100,000 subscribers and it's gonna take me my whole lifetime to get that. And then they just give up. First of all, that's not how it is. That's not how it works. You don't need 100,000 subscribers to make $100,000. You literally can do it with like a couple thousand, like 1,000 to a couple. I've seen people have 1.5K making like 30K a month, which is crazy. But you don't need, my point is you don't, like they see that and then they're just like, oh, I'll never get to that amount. Well, even if it did take you a lifetime, if someone told me it's gonna take me 20 years of creating content with no results, but after that 10th or 20th year, whatever the time frame is, I'm gonna make $1 million. Like I'm literally gonna create content for 10 years because I know I'm gonna succeed. It's basically, I'm telling you basically that you are gonna succeed if you just stay consistent. There's no time frame that you will be successful in a certain amount of years or months, whatever, but I'm just telling you that you will be. All you need to know is will. For the people that hear this and they hear me say that you will, like not maybe, you will for sure. Like they know what time it is. It's time to get to work and it's time to just do the best you can, put the best stuff out, best content out that you can, and give people the best value, because you know you're gonna get the results at the end of the day, whether that comes in a couple months or a couple years. They're locked in for like the long haul, and that's the thing. That's the people that win, like, and the people that win early. Like the people that win early, they look at it as a long-term frame. So they put their goals out like years ahead, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna be at this point in a couple years. And then what happens? They get to that point in like less than a year. Like then it takes them like 6 months because they go all in. They put everything into building themselves, building the brand, and then it comes to them naturally. That's just how it works. But I rambled on through that. I don't really even remember what I was talking about to be honest, but you also need to have a unique mechanism. That's another reason why people fail with their personal brands and content creation, is because they don't have nothing that's unique to them, and they don't have something that people want to buy. So your unique mechanism is something that you do differently, a different way of doing something. So like a different method of completing a certain task, a certain way that you complete a certain task that is different from the way that people have ever heard of before or have ever done in the past. When you master that, like people are gonna buy from you no matter what. Let's go back to my drinking water example. So if I say how to drink this water, how to finish this bottle of water, nobody's gonna buy that, because everybody knows how to drink water. Like everybody knows how to open the lid and drink water. But if I tell somebody how to drink a gallon of water and then make $1 million by doing so, they're gonna be like, whoa, how do I get paid for drinking water? And then they find my content, and I'm actually teaching people how to make money by drinking gallons of water. You better believe I'm gonna make money from that. You see how it's packaged 2 different ways? How to drink water. Nobody's ever gonna watch that content. How to drink water and how I made $5,000 a month by drinking a gallon of water. People are gonna be like, what the hell is it? Like what is this dude doing? Like who does this guy think he is? $5,000 like a month from drinking a gallon of water? Then they start watching your content, and then you start adding value to their lives, and then boom, you hop on a call with them and they throw their money at you. It's that simple. And you add value to their life. They give you testimonials in return, and you just keep growing the brand. You keep keep growing the business. That's how it works in this game. But yeah, I think that a lot of people don't really have anything unique to talk about. They don't have a unique mechanism that they can actually roll out to their clients or roll out to their audience to show them that, hey, I can help you do this, so you should give me your money in return and I'll give you the value. A lot of the times is people know how to create good content. They build an audience, they build a following, but then it just ends at that. It just ends at entertainment because you don't have anything that you're providing in return. People want to know what you're going to give them in return. They don't want to just watch you. They might watch you for entertainment, but that's it. We don't want that. When we're building our personal brand, we want to make money. That's the number one thing. We want to make money and we want to make an impact on people's lives. So yeah, so remember, when you're creating content, you need to have a unique mechanism. You need to package what you're teaching people in a way that they haven't heard of before. People like to know that they can get value from you in the easiest way, in the quickest time frame. And if you give them all that stuff, it doesn't matter what your price is. People are going to pay anything for that. That's what people don't understand. When they charge certain prices, they're like, hey, maybe I'm charging too much. Like all the people that I've learned from, like all my mentors and stuff like that, these dudes tell you to charge high ticket prices, like nothing less than like $3,000, $5,000, because it's so valuable that people don't see a price tag on it. When your stuff is so valuable, people will look at your price and see that what your price is right now compared to what they're going to make in the future, or the type of value and impact that it's going to have on their lives. The price tag is like a small amount compared to what the value is. And that's how people sell high ticket items. That's the only way you can sell high ticket items. And that's why people are buying when you drop value on them. When you provide value, people will buy from you like this. So remember, create the right type of content, stay consistent with it, and create a unique mechanism that people will buy from you from and add value to their lives. And that's the only thing you need to build a strong personal brand and to sell your value to others. That's all I got for the day. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys got value from it and continue to watch for more.